Alright guys, Houndoom is here and we're back for another Pokemon Masters video, and we're going to be taking a look at Houndoom and Mightyena. So we're going to see who hits harder, because we know that Houndoom was literally the only striker for the dark type category. Now that we have Mightyena, we have two dark type strikers and they're both very, very good. So we're going to test them out in the full force battle and see who will come out on top in terms of damage output. Now, of course, they have their own uses because Houndoom is a special attacker and Mightyena is a physical attacker. So, whichever one you prefer, like for example, if you're going up against a boss that has higher special defense but lower physical defense, of course, you're probably going to want to use Mightyena in that sense. So, like, they both have their own uses, and I'm glad Mightyena is a physical attacker because then, like, if you're coming across someone with high special defense, like I said, you could use Mightyena instead of Houndoom because you're going to be doing, or you're going to be performing more damage in that sense. So, for Houndoom, we're going to be running this team because I only have my Houndoom at 1 out of 5, so getting move gauge refreshes won't be possible. So that's why I have Superior here. So at least we could get some move gauge at the bottom again when we're running pretty low. And in terms of gear, I'm only going to be running this because it's like, in terms of gear, like I don't have any dark type gear right now. I mean, I do, but I need to work on that. So I really need to work on my gears. But same with Houndoom. I mean, Mightyena, he's going to be having the same electric type gear too, just to sort of keep everything balanced. And with Mightyena and Houndoom, I'm not adding in another dark type on the team just so they don't activate their type skills, because you're not going to be using type skills every single time because the dark type category is very limited. So you're not really going to be seeing type skills that often. So I'm not going to add another dark type in just so we could at least see the full potential without type skills active. But if you have dark type gear, then of course you're going to be hitting even harder, which I don't. I need to work on it still, so it is what it is. So we're just going to go ahead and do what we need to right here. We're going to add in, so we're going to take off times 3 speed, just so at least we can get everything that we need to going on without messing up. So that AoE poison, I actually totally forgot about that. So you know what we'll actually do? Alright, yeah, I totally forgot about the AoE poison. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, yeah, so instead of Alakazam, I'm going to be running Torterra instead, because at least we could get the full heal out when Alakazam, or when we get the full, like, the AoE poison. Jeez, I cannot talk. But yeah, so anyways, once we get the poison off, then we'll start attacking with Houndoom, and then we'll see his damage output. Of course, like, he does Mega Evolve, that's the thing, so, like, he will be hitting harder, maybe. That's what I'm doing in this video, so we're gonna see, because we know Mightyena can definitely hit very, very hard. So, like, I don't know, I still think Mightyena might outperform Houndoom, because I have them both at 1 out of 5, so, oh wait, no, unless I have Houndoom at 2 out of 5, I don't know, I'll check that out after this, but, so we'll go with good as new, just so at least, Houndoom can get rid of the poison, because now I am ready to start attacking. So, Houndoom does have an AoE, Snarl, so like if we're going up against special attackers in like in this battle right here, he's gonna be great because he lowers their special attack, so he'll be able to tank a little bit as well, along with the defensive walls as well. So like it's not bad. So on his Dark Pulse against the boss Pokemon, he is doing 1,500 damage, so it's not bad. And let's go to the side Pokemon, because let's actually just start getting rid of them. So he's doing, like, yeah, an average of 1,500 damage, which isn't bad at all. And Dark Pulse is, like, basically his strongest move, I guess you could say. No, it is his strongest move, but once you have him, like, 3 out of 5, he'll be hitting even harder because you're going to get the Dark Pulse power-ups. You're going to get move gauge refreshes and everything. So, like, Houndoom is definitely a very good Dark type unit or sync pair. But when he's 1 out of 5, he's still very, very limited. So that's the thing. But on average, after he Mega Evolves, on his first Dark Pulse, after he Mega Evolves, he's basically doing 1,500 damage. So it's not bad. So let's go to Mightyena and see how he performs. Now, Mightyena is actually very, very good because on his passive, every time he knocks out a Pokemon, he gains move gauge refreshes and attack. So for Carry On, he raises his attack each time another Pokemon faints on the field. So like when you knock out the 2 side Pokemon. So if we get unlucky with the X attack, all you need to do is knock out the 2 side Pokemon and then you're at +6 attack. So it's very good. And then Spur on 4. Charges, uses move gauge by 4 each time another Pokemon faints on the field. So that's going to help with knocking out the second Pokemon after you use your strongest move. Because Double Edge is a 3 gauge move. So like if you don't have move gauge refresh on that, then you could just knock out the side Pokemon and get 4 move gauge refreshes from that, which is great. And also for Houndoom, I forgot to show that off too. So Houndoom, let me actually click that. So Houndoom, yeah, so I have a 1 out of 5 over there, as you guys can see, carrying it out. And then he has Flame Proof, so he can't get burned. And then he has Wide Awake, so he cannot fall asleep either. And he has Bite, Snarl, Dire Hit, and Entertainment, which raises his special attack to max if you use it 2 times. And lowers, the lower the HP is, the more this raises the user's special attack. So, like, I guess if you're very low on HP and you decide to use this, like, before he dies, then I guess, you'll be at +6 attack, maybe? I don't know, but for his Lucky Skills, I don't have that. His type skill is 4 out of 4. So now let's go back to Mightyena. And then we'll see. Like for his Lucky Skills, I don't have anything on him either. And then for his type skill, I have 4 out of 4. But the type skills aren't going to mean anything just because we aren't having, or we don't have another dark type on the team. So like we're not going to be able to see that. So I have Torchic here because I would like to raise his attack. Just so let's have a guaranteed chance of having his attack raised. Because sometimes that X attack doesn't really come in, the MP refresh. So I'd rather just make sure I have everything ready to go. So the thing with Mightyena is, like, the advantage that he has over Houndoom is he has Crunch, which is a lot better than Bite. And then he has Double Edge, which is a lot better than Dark Pulse in terms of hitting, like, offensively. But the only downside with Double Edge is he is going to be taking massive recoil damage. If you have him 3 out of 5, then the recoil damage that you're going to be taking is going to be a lot less, of course, but still. So on his Crunch, before he sync moves, he is doing 1,800 on a crit. That's actually really good. And then we'll actually, okay, so we'll take a look at Crunch first, and then after he sync moves, okay, so he's already doing a lot more damage than Houndoom. Damn, okay. So now that he sync moves, and he didn't even sync move yet, so now that he sync moved, the damage that he does on Crunch should be like 2,200. It should be 2,200. I believe so. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a lot more. 2,600 basically on Crunch. So that's not even his strongest move. So I mean, you're gonna be using Crunch more than Double Edge just because of the recoil damage in case like you don't want to be taking that. So Crunch is a very good option, and with Crunch you also lower their defense. So when you do that, you're gonna be hitting even harder as well. So 1 out of 5. It seems like Hilbert is a lot better, but we'll take a look at Double Edge as well and see how the damage looks on that. But I can already tell that he is definitely going to be hitting harder. But don't get me wrong, Houndoom is definitely very, very good too. So like I said at the beginning of the video, the uses for them are going to be varying because you're not always going to want to use Mightyena because you might go up against special, like physical defensive Pokemon. So then you're going to want to go for Houndoom because then he could bypass that with his special attack when their special defense is lower. So that's the thing. So we did get unlucky with the MP refresh on X attack, so that's why we have Torchic there. So at least we can get our guaranteed +6 attack. So now let's go for the Double Edge and see how much that does before the sync move. 3,000 damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. So now I think we're actually going to go down because we are pretty low on health. I don't know if I don't know if he's going to survive that, but if he doesn't, we'll bring in another support. Okay, he just barely survives that, so it's perfect. So then we'll be able to see one Double Edge before we go down. So the double edge was doing basically 3,000 damage, which is good. But now after the sync move, that turns into 4,300. That's very good. That is very, very good. Houndoom and Mightyena. In terms of damage output, it looks like Mightyena does hit harder. But it depends on how you want to use them. So like if you like there's different scenarios, because you're not, like I said, you're not going to want to use Mightyena all the time. Because in this stage, Houndoom is going to be much better off over here because he'll lower their special attack, which is great. And then the second phase, then you're probably going to want to use Mightyena there. And then for the third stage, or for the third line, then you're probably going to want to use Mimikyu if you have Mimikyu, because Mimikyu is a ghost type, so they're weak to ghost. But overall, like honestly, between Mightyena and Houndoom, I don't know. Like, okay, so for the sync pair, like as a whole, I prefer Mightyena and Hilbert. But when it comes to the actual Pokemon, I definitely prefer Houndoom. But Mightyena definitely is a very, very, very cool Pokemon, of course. But like when I look at Mightyena, I just think of weak Pokemon. Because like when you play the Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and like those games, like the Hoenn region, like he's in Route 1. So it's like when you look at Mightyena, for me personally, it's like, yeah, you're weak. I'm not going to catch you. I'm not going to use you. But in Pokemon Masters, this is totally different. Like he is very, very good. And Hilbert having Mightyena is just very nice. Like his costume is like, no, Dawn, get out. Not your time. Not your time. Another time. Okay, I'm just clicking a whole bunch of stuff. Let's quickly go back to Houndoom before I mess up anything else. So, but yeah, okay. So let's actually take a look at their stats very quickly because I forgot to show that. So Mightyena's physical attack is 350, and then if we look at Houndoom, his special attack, which is what he is, his specialty, is plus like 6 more points than Mightyena, but because of his moves, so like when he Mega Evolves, he goes into 391, which is very cool. And that art, like, oh, Houndoom just looks amazing. Like, look at that. Like, how can you not say Houndoom is not cool? Like, this is why I like Houndoom. Like, his Mega Evolution is just so cool. Like, I really, really like this. Like, he's just so sick. But, when you have him 3 out of 5, of course, like, he's going to be very good because you're going to get more Dark Pulse power-ups. And then, like, he's still going to have Snarl when he Mega Evolves, which is still very good because if we're going up against special attackers, he is going to be lower in their special attack, meaning that you're going to be able to take more hits and survive a lot longer in battle. And then once you lower their special attack to a good amount or lower it to the max, then you could just start going with Dark Pulse, and then you could just start flinching them as well. So Houndoom could lower their special attack and flinch the target, while Mightyena could lower the defense, and he takes recoil damage on his double edge. But he does hit harder than Houndoom, and that's mainly for the fact that Crunch is at 99 base power, while double edge is at 167. But a 1 out of 5, like, they're not going to be like that strong, but they are strong. But compared to 3 out of 5, they're definitely going to benefit by 3 out of 5 a lot more. And then if you put like lucky skills on them too, they're definitely going to be much, much better too. And then when you pair them up with another dark type, they're going to be hitting very hard. But that's it for the video. I just wanted to show that off because I was actually curious myself too, because I didn't really test that out off camera. This is the first time I'm checking this out too. So if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know down in the comments below. Which one do you prefer? Because like they have different uses. Houndoom is special attacker, Mightyena is physical, so you're going to be using them based on what kind of battle you're going into. But me personally, I like Mightyena and Hilbert more than Houndoom, but in terms of like Pokemon design, I like Houndoom more just because of the Mega Evolution. He just looks amazing and badass. But let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that will be it, and I'll see you guys later.
It's always hard when the journey begins.